Good morning, evening, night, wherever you're watching this from. This is Tom Marshall at Mexico World Cup on Twitter, and this is my first ever video blog or whatever you want to call it. It might be my last, depending on the reaction for people. But yeah, I mean, I just thought it was worth talking a bit about a story I did on this week about Chicharito and why it seems like now it's time for him to leave Manchester United. I've left the link at the bottom so you can check it out. But I just I've never been one of those people, and there's been a lot of them, especially Mexico fans, who have for a long time now have wanted Chicharito, Javier Hernandez, to leave Manchester United for more playing time. But he's a player who's proved himself in the Premier League, he's proved himself in the Champions League. So you could always understand, and with Manchester United being such a massive club, why he would want to, try and stake a claim for a regular first team starting spot. But we saw on Tuesday in the Champions League, the round of 16, Manchester United 2-0 down away in Greece against Olympiacos, desperate for that away goal, and with time running out, David Moyes didn't bring Chicharito on. And if Chicharito is not any use in that situation when you're so desperate for that away goal, then it seems that maybe the Mexican isn't necessarily, in the long-term plans of David Moyes. I mean, this is a player who's so massive in Mexico. He started 4 Premier League games this season, which is obviously, is a player of his stature and standing in the game, deserves more. But I'm from Manchester. I've never been one to want him out there. I live in his hometown, Guadalajara, so it's kind of a weird mix there going on. But yeah, I think it's now time, and I think that his agent's been coming out in the Mexican press, and there's been a couple of, he's basically said there are a number of clubs after Hernandez, which obviously is not really a massive surprise considering his goal-scoring record. But I think there should be 3 criteria, like I mentioned in the Goal.com article below. I mean, a Champions League team would be ideal. It's still the cutting edge of world soccer, not just in Europe but all over the globe. And I think it'd be ideal if it was one of the top 4 leagues in terms of England, Spain, Germany, and Italy, unless one of the 2 big teams from France, PSG and Monaco, came in. And the other one, I mean, it's that old chestnut. He needs at least to have a strong chance of playing time. I mean, you go to a top team in one of those leagues that's in the Champions League, the competition's always obviously going to be fierce, but at least it's like in Manchester United at the minute, it just seems like no matter what he does, he can go in there, score 2 goals in the last 10-20 minutes of the game, and he still won't be starting next week. With Robin van Persie, he's the wrong side of 30, but at the end of the day, pace has never been his strongest asset of his game. So he could hold that starting place for the next 3 years, and obviously Chicharito coming up to 26 now, coming up to his prime, he needs to be playing. So just thought I'd add a few comments there on to just give a bit of background to the story that I've just written. Yeah, thanks very much for watching, and if people like it, I might do this again sometime. I'm on Twitter at Mexico World Cup. Thanks very much.